and my topic is air we share. Okay. So, as we have heard since a long that there are three basic human needs, which is cloth, shelter, and food. But is cloth, food, and shelter is enough for our survival, or does our air quality have a big role in our survival? Okay. So yes, it has a big role. We can live without food, clothes, and shelter for some time, but we can't even breathe a single minute without air. So air availability is okay, but with a good quality. So let's talk about why our air quality is getting bad to worse every day, and what are the reasons behind it, and what could be the solution for it. So here I am focusing mainly on Delhi, but it is a national issue which covers the entire North India, including Punjab, Haryana, UP, Bihar, Delhi, etc. So there is a government agency which is called SAFAR, which comes under the Ministry of Earth and Sciences. It monitors the air quality and conduct a lot of research regarding it. So according to the data of SAFAR, the pollution of Delhi, which they are facing right now, 46% responsibility of that lies upon the stubble burning in Punjab and Haryana. So why it is happening only now? Why it didn't happen 50 years ago? So 50 years ago, when farmer had to harvest their crops, they did it manually. They did harvest their crops one by one. But after 1990s, the combined mechanical harvester came into trend, and after that farmers started to use it on a high scale. At what this combined mechanical harvesters do, they cultivate the crops and leave the stalk behind it, leave the stalk of crops behind it. They don't cut it from the ground of the crops. They don't cut it from the grounds. They cut it from above 2 feet above. So because of that, they leave behind a stalk of crop. So in order to save the time of farmers and as well money, they don't cut the stalks from the ground. They just simply set fire the whole farm, and because of that it is producing a high amount of pollution. So this was the one of the reasons. There are many firecrackers burning and emission of harmful gases from the industries. So these are the main root causes behind air pollution. So let's talk about what could be the solution of it as a consumer. So we can't all go and put an end on stubble burning. So what can we do? So we can simply put an N95 mask when we are going outdoors in the time of pollution. It can be helpful. And the second one is we can keep indoor plants, which is money plant or maybe snake plants. According to NASA, it has mentioned in its research that these plants are quite helpful to reduce the pollutants. And the third one is we should try to put pressure on media and government so that they can make this issue a big priority. We should come out with our Hindu-Muslim issues, and we should try to focus on this kind of important issues. So this was all from my side. Have a nice day.
Next is Suranjan.
Next one is Suranjan.
Okay. Hello, my name is Suranjan Pandey, and good morning, sir. Good morning, all. So today I'm going to tell you about a real incident, I can say, or the loophole of education system, current education system. So as you all know, that after completing 10th, we have to choose our respective streams like science, arts, or commerce. And suppose a person chooses his stream arts. So after completing the 10th, the 2 years he has to complete his stream in arts, and then 3 years for commerce, 3 years for graduation, and 2 years for master degree, and after that 2 years for B.Ed degree. So as we all know that these 9 years we have to complete our study in our respective streams, either science, arts or commerce. But the loophole is here that if you want to be a teacher after completing your B.Ed, then you have to study the science. That is completely new for us. And on the other hand, the science students, they have to study the history, geography or these art subjects. So that is the loophole of our education system, but we are not emphasizing, or I can say we are not, we are just not pressurizing these things like I'm talking about. If you want to be a teacher in NVS or KVS, then you have to study science, every subject like mathematics, physics, chemistry and biology. And on the other hand, history and geography, economics or politics. So I feel that this is the loophole of our education system, current education system, because after completing your master degree or B.Ed degree, you have to study the other subjects, and that is completely new for us. And on the other hand, I have to mention that NTA, right now NTA conducting the major examinations like NEET, NET and engineering. So I'm talking about only the NET, National Eligibility Test. So in that test, NTA provide a paragraph. You don't know the beginning of the paragraph and the ending of the paragraph, and only the middle portion of the paragraph. But the question from the beginning or the ending, not the middle portion of the paragraph. So that is completely new for the students. And I feel that when you are providing the paragraph, the question must be on that paragraph. But NTA not providing these things. And we are not, I can say, we are very much neglecting these things. And I think that is the loophole of our current education system. We all know that in 2020, July 2020, the new education bill, I think, introduced. But it is not implemented right now. If it is implemented, then we can say it is good for our country, because you have the right to choose your own subject, and also you have your right to choose your own stream. So, and I feel that when you choose your own subject, your own stream, then you are very good in that. Because for the peer pressure or some other pressure or family pressure, I can say, you have to choose some subject that is, you are not good in that. So I feel that if you choose your own subject and the examination must be on that that way, then I think that is good for everyone, every student. Because I think we have several education bills, we have several things, but if it is not implemented properly, then it is the very bad impact on the students. Because and I think we all know about these things, but I feel that if government will introduce these things for the benefit of the students, then it is good for I think everyone and the new generation also. So I think that is my point, and I think it is we have to mention these things. So thank you. So next is Ayush.
Good evening, sorry. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ayush, and today is our presentation session. And I am going to talk about the concept of metaverse. Imagine you meet your family members or friends, but not really, rather in a virtual 3D world, one that is created artificially. So you enter this room using special headsets or glasses, and you do almost all the things that you do in real life, like working, studying, or shopping, but not really, but in this virtual 3D world. So metaverse is something which we do in a virtual reality. It is something that promises you to do all the things, but not in real life. So it is said to be the technology that would replace internet in the future, and it will become the future of humanity. The word metaverse is made up of two words, meta and verse. The word meta is coined from a Greek word which means beyond, and the word verse is coined from the word universe. So we live in this universe, it is metaverse, and that will be beyond this universe. You may also heard about a word multiverse. If you have seen many Marvel movies, then you know this word multiverse. It is a concept of multiple existing universes. It is something which is even scientifically discussed. It is said that there are multiple universes all around, and we are not only living in a single universe. So apart from this, metaverse is a virtually created artificial universe. Imagine you go to a movie hall and you watch a movie. So in that movie you are just watching a movie as a viewer. But in metaverse you will not watch a movie just as a viewer, but you will be completely in it. Like if you are watching Dandi March happening, so you won't just see the images or videos of Dandi March, but you will feel as if you are sitting in a boat nearby and watching Gandhi ji doing Dandi March and all these things. Internet is also said to be a distinct universe, but it is restricted to only 2 dimensions. But when multiverse is talked about, then it is of 3 dimensions. And the word multiverse was first used in the year 1992 in a science fiction book, Snow Crash, which is written by Neil Stephenson. In this book, he talked about a dystopian world in which the real world has been destroyed and the outdoors are not livable anymore, and people are confined to their home and enjoying their life in virtual reality. So after that, in the year 2002, another game was released, which is Second Life, in which you can create your own life in virtual reality. So in metaverse, to create a metaverse, you need a lot of modern technologies. The first technology is virtual reality. The second one is augmented reality, AR. The third is the use of cryptocurrencies and blockchain. And if you want to buy any asset like clothes, house or anything, then you need something which you can invest, like the NFTs, which are non-fungible tokens. So a lot of companies like Meta are working on developing metaverse, and by the year 2040 or 50, we will be more familiar with this term. Thank you.
A very warm good morning to one and all present here. So today's presentation session, so my presentation topic is education. So as you all know that today is a Children's Day, which is celebrated as the birth anniversary of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. In this day, he was very passionate advocate and also affectionate toward the children. And after that, he also on this day he passed about the to benefits for the children, like rights of children, or also to make a better development for the education systems in India. And for that he had played a great role, and like he had opened many institutes like All India Institute of Medical Science, IITs, IIMs, and also NITs. After that, he has also in rural areas he had built up many schools for that every poor class people can afford that school. Their children can go to school and have a better educations. For that, for getting overcome from malnutrition, he had also overpasses the meals for the free milks and meals for the childrens. And after that, if we talk about the defining the educations, then it's like it improves your personality developments by like character traits, fostering skills, and also it will gives you the power to understanding your environment. And after that, if, it also include the development like understanding, rationality, kindness, and also loyalty. If you talk about that the very researchers played a role by critical thinking to distinguish educations from indoctrinations, and after that educations they are nowadays it becomes like one type of heritage. It's passing from one generations to another. And if we talk about the types of educations, then there are many formals, informals, non-formals, and also after that vocational and special. And if first I'm going to start with formal education. Formal education is mannered in very structured manners, and also there are many patterns they have some aims and objectives, and it is guided by the teacher. And if we talk about informal, then it is also structured and planned, but it is outdoor sessions, like any voluntary sessions, like any elections were held in colleges or schools. If anyone miss like some occasional events where students participates and presents their motives towards towards audience. And after that, if it's about non-formal education. Non-formal education, it's not the gaining the educations from your schools or any colleges. It's like you will gain that education from your environment. Like anyone is talking to you, then you observe it, then you learn something from that. And next one is vocational education. The vocational education is for like trade and arts crafts, where you don't need you only have to hear it, like training centers like engineering, architectures, and also there are lots of training centers. And special education. Special education is provided for disabilities student. In past days, there were many students by his disabilities can't get proper educations, means they were not enrolled in schools. For that, they left uneducated. Then nowadays they have also get modified, and now every disability student can get a proper education, and also government has made a reservation for them. And now if we talk about the technology in developing countries like India, technologies has also played a great role. We have suffered past 2 years from corona, in which all the educations were held in online. Many classes were when all the classes were going through online. So technology has played a great role, and now also everyone is developing in technology sector. In schools also there are many. Everyone has provided computers and even tablets. After that, funding in education systems, like some student who are very poor from family, then banks and also many companies providing loans to that student, and for getting a proper education, that he will get proper education. And it also, by education also you have a personality development, like you can learn skills, and also like skills in communications. So thank you.
Good morning, all of you. Today's presentation session. So my topic is my country. India is as you know, India is a vast country. India is famous all over the world. India, according to population, India is the second largest country of the world. And as well as according to area, India is the seventh largest country of the world. The population of India is about 135 crore, and according to area, 3.287 million kilometer squares. People of India is known as Indian. The Prime Minister of India is name of Narendra Modi, and President of India is name of Srimati Draupadi Murmu. She belongs to Odisha. The Prime Minister is a head of government, and President is a head of all three military, army, navy, and air force. In the diversity in India basis of language, folk dance, folk dance, culture, tradition, and many more. India is a secularism country. Many religion people live in India, like Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Christians, Buddha, Jain live in India together. India, in many types of language are spoken in India, like Hindi, English, Kannada, Bengali, Gujarati, etc. But Hindi is a main language of India. Hindi is spoken all over the world, and political structure of India is also good. Any people of India contest election and run the government. There are 543 MP in India. And lastly, we should love and respect our country, and I love my country, and I'm proud of an Indian. Thank you.
Wishing you all a very pleasant morning. As we all are here to just celebrate Children's Day, and you all know that today is Children's Day. In the mid of November, we celebrate this Children's Day to honor our first Prime Minister and a great leader, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. So he was fondly known as Chacha Nehru because he loved children a lot. In many institutions, schools, colleges, all over, it is celebrated to just honor our first Prime Minister and to remember him today. He also belonged from a very fortunate family, but since he was at the side of Mahatma Gandhi to make this country free, to be free from all these things. So let's talk about his vision also. He believed that these children are only the future of tomorrow, and we should also cherish our childhood and be the children of today and make proud the world that we are the children of this country. So, thank you.
First of all, a very healthy good morning to all. As we know, today is presentation competition, and my topic is the value of time. So, you know, time is most important factor for the progress of human being. So we have to understand the importance of time, because if time once gone, then it's never come back. So time is very important for us. We can everything with our money, but we can't bought time, because it is not our control. It is controlled by nature. So we must be understand the importance of time, and also time divided into three: present, past and future. Past is past, past is already gone. So we should learn our past and implement in present. If we implement our means mistake in past, means not repeat, then in present means be utilized in present, and if we utilize our present time properly, then our future is automatic bright. So we must be utilize our present time properly, and also some people don't know the importance of time. They always wasting his time here and there, and also other people who know the importance of time, they concern about it, and he use their time properly, and he become a successful person in his in future. And also we should utilize our time doing creative work, like doing hard work, work for society, work for our country, and also not utilize our time doing means any addiction, like watching lot of movie, doing smoking and other bad addiction. So we have to understand the importance of time, and also those people who know the importance of time, they increase their knowledge several times. So and also our parents say that please do your work on time. If not do your work on time, then you face lot of difficulty in future, and your future is spoiled. And yes, means time demands respect. If give the respect time, then our future is bright. And lastly, I would like to some line of Kabir Das, काल करे सो आज करे, आज करे से अब पल में पढ़ ले होगा बहुरी करेगा कब. So thank you all from my side.
Remind the community gap and be ready with the next speaker. 1 to 1.5 minutes is wasted in changing the speaker.
So first of all, a very good morning to my teachers and my dear friends. As we know, we are celebrating Children's Day today. On the birthday anniversary of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, our first Prime Minister of India as well as great diplomat of India. He played a very role at that time when India was in turbulence, when India was in conflict. Imagine, means you were born at the time of independence. What would be the position of India? What would be the position of your? It would be something different. You did at that time. You would not have some technology. Nothing have any kind of means freedom. So, as we know, it is presentation session today, and today presentation competition is being held. So my topic is communication. What is communication? What is the importance of communication? And what are the evolutions that happened in the aftermath of communication? First, the imparting and exchanging of knowledge, experience, views, ideas, one person to another person through writing, speaking, and many modes is called communication. If we talk about evolution of communication, in that aspect, three scientists came in public. First is, you all know about G. Marconi. G. Marconi discovered and invented the radio. Martin Cooper discovered and also invented the mobile phone. And Graham Bell invented the telephone. Means, suppose, imagine you are living in an Akbar age, Mughal period, and you would have to deliver a message to your well-wishers. Through which medium would you like to deliver? At that time, there was no any technology, there was no any phone, there was no any internet. The only medium was to any person, they had to go there, and it will take a lot of time. So, and now, if we want to send any message to any well-wishers, we are able to send message even in a just second. And with the introduction of 5G technology, the latency of the 5G technology is very, very fast. So, how the evolution of communication has taken? We can imagine. Suppose, with the introduction of industrial revolution all over the world. First, we know that first industrial revolutions took place in Europe, and the century was 16th century. With the introduction of industrial revolution, all European countries thought that in a short span of time, how I will be able to do more and more trade with the other continental countries. So, in order to achieve the business, in order to achieve a long trade, they tried to invent more and more, and we are the same. This era is the result of the industrial revolution. So, from 1600 to 2000, then right now, we have been witnessing many kinds of evolution took place. So, how do you think the right now the evolution of communication through various modes is right or not? This will be a very challenging in future. So now I would like to talk about importance of communication. If we will not communicate with any person, then what are the challenges we will face? Suppose you have come at Page Institute for English learning, and you have lots of problems, and you will not speak to the teacher, you will not share your problems with your teacher. How will your problem will be solved? So communication here comes in a very prominent role. Suppose you are a bureaucrat and you are asked to draft a policy, and without the communication with all the stakeholders, so do you think that you will be able to make a good and better policy? No. So here communication plays a very important role in every aspect. Suppose you are going to anywhere, you will not try to communicate with any person. So this is also a very harmful aspect of communication. So first, we should try to communicate with every person. We should try to exchange our views, exchange our informations with the other person. It is said that when we are not happy and when we share our feelings with the other person, we feel light. It is really proved by many scientists. I would like to draw your attention towards two scientists. One is Heather and one is Frederick. They all have bugged on the how exactly communication works. They said that about distortion of communication. If on any aspect communication is not done on a regular basis, then due to that, a vast dynasty can be broken. Do you know about Gupta period? You know about many historical periods. They all have declined. Why? Due to the lack of communication between rulers and the king. If you want to become a king, then you must have to talk to your rulers. You must have to talk to your all the stakeholders. That will help you to run the government. That will help you to be on the position. So it is very important to have communication with every person, with every stakeholders. So I would like to conclude my speech with a quotation. Effective communication is the result, is the bridge of confusion and clarity. Thank you.
A very warm good. A very warm and mesmerizing good morning to one and all present here. Today, we all know that on a bit of a Children's Day, we all have gathered here. So, firstly, before starting my monologue, I want to share my sincere gratitude to my teacher who has helped me to overcome my fear of speaking, public speaking especially, and overcome my palpitation that usually occur whenever we are told to speak in front of a mass. So, summing up all this, let's quickly come to the topic that today I'm going to speak on the topic United Nations. So, let me give you an overview how I'm going to start my topic and how I will conclude it. So, firstly, let's have some overview how it's formed and what is going on and what is the probable future. So, you must have known or you must have noticed or read somewhere else that during the 19th century, there was many nations. There was huge number of wars were going on between nations just for the supremacy. So at that time, many nations and group of nations were formed just to counter the powerful nations. So at that time, you must have noticed or you must have heard that there was at that time Japanese and the other nations, USSR and USA, there was a huge conflict between those two powerful nations. So at that time, many League of Nations means actually I mean to say what is the League of Nations is they are forming a subgroups in which they are joining a groups out of you can say they are forming a smaller groups in which they can counter any hostile countries. So saying all this, this is ultimately increasing the wars, increasing genocide and carnage. So saying this, all the major leaders came together. And after a rigorous and thorough discussion, they decided that they will form a United Nations. And after getting the assent and ratification from major leaders of the world, finally in 1945, there was a formation of United Nations. So before the formation of 1945, two world wars has already happened. So the major objective of the United Nations, formation of the United Nations was so just to stop the probable future world war. So, and it has, to the very great extent, it has stopped the world war. So let me quickly give you what is the definition of United Nations. So United Nations is actually one of the largest intergovernmental organization, which basically works for the peace to maintain peace and harmony in the countries, not in the country, in the world, throughout the world. And it has 193 nations. It has many, you must have also known that there are 6 principal council and the chief secretary of United Nations is Antonio Guterres. And its main, as I said that its main principle is just to maintain peace and harmony throughout the world, among the countries. So right now many issues has been taken or brought to the concern of United Nations. Like we India have also taken one of our greatest concern, that is Jammu and Kashmir issue, which we thought at that time that this issue can be resolved by United Nations, but it was keep on procrastinating this matter, and it has been over 40 or 45 years old, and this matter has been put in the limbo, and a concrete resolution has been given by the United Nations. At some extent, we can believe that not in every point United Nations has helped India or any other countries to resolve their issues. One of the major thing is United Nations, after getting the assent from the United Security Council, they keep on sending peacekeeping missions to many countries. Peacekeeping mission to the countries, that means that country who has recently concluded any war, any conflict between the countries, so they just send their security personnel to that country to maintain peace in that country. So peacekeeping mission is just a voluntary mission in which most of the countries send their security personnel just to maintain. And recently India has also sent their peacekeeping mission security personnel to the African countries. So at last, I also want to say about the COP27, which also falls under the ambit of United Nations. So recently COP27 is going on, and it has been planned in Sheikh Al Arab in Egypt, and the duration is 8 November to 18 November. And that main motto of the COP27 is our world is battling with one of the major concern, that is pollution and global warming. And that has become a major issue for all the world. So they just want the developing countries to shift toward the renewable or that type of a source of energy which is non-polluting. But there is often a tiff between the countries, that is developing countries and the developed countries, because most of the developing countries are often blamed by the developing countries that they have covered their carbon spaces and we are not allowed to use the carbon spaces or the carbon credit. So most of the developed nations like USA, UK, and other French nations trying to pacify the developing countries, and they are also helping them to grow there, or to encouraging them to increase their to focus on that type of energy which is very clean. There is one more, I want to say that there is one more issue, that is nuclear non-proliferation treaty. That completely comes under the United Nations. So nuclear non-proliferation treaty is a treaty in which they will stop that nation from attaining nuclear bombs or the nuclear energy. Means nuclear can be procured just for the peaceful purposes like generating electricity or for any peaceful purpose, but that should not be used for making any bombs or nuclear weapons. So at that time, after the deliberation, they have decided that the nations which have already nuclear bombs, they will slowly and steadily will disarmament their ammunitions. But after a few years, they have decided that they will keep their armaments and they will not destroy or dismantle their armaments. So that spooked the other nations. So they also withdraw. Many nations also withdrew from that treaty, and they started making their own weapons and nuclear weapons and nuclear bombs, like North Korea is what they are doing. So because many nations, because United Nations has failed in many steps, that they are not giving concrete resolution to that country. So they have started getting solutions by themselves, like Ukraine and Russia, without any. UN kept on saying that just stop the war, but they are getting uncontrolled, and the war is still going on even after the 8 months. So I at the last, concluding my topic, I just want to say that every country must give importance to the United Nations, because this is the only I think the intergovernmental organizations which works for the welfare of the countries and also for the betterment of our nations and the world. That's all from my side. Thank you. That's all.
Yes. Dhananjay, it's your turn.
Good morning, PACE. On the occasion of Children's Day, we are here to celebrate, and by the institute side organize a competition session or competition. So I'm going to present myself. So my session name is What If? Because what if it is like that? So I'm going to talk about like solar energy. Like if worlds use the 100% solar energy, so what happened? It's quite amazing and interesting because we are right now using 90% of the like power consumption depends on the non-renewable source of energy. So that's why we should have to take initiative to build this kind of energy to protect our earth. So I'm going to mention about India, and after that I will mention about the world. I think most of you guys know about the biggest solar park in India, which is Bhadla Solar Park, which is located in Udaipur. It is a small village but big area size due to the Thar desert. So 56 square kilometer of the Bhadla area is covered by the solar plates. Do you imagine the 56 square kilometer? It is like 3 or 4 towns, big towns, which is the source the areas to use that particular solar plant. So like how much energy we need to meet our consumption need? One survey which is done in the 2005 by Nadia Main in the California University, he was a student, former student over there, and he recognized that like firstly in the first thesis he like published like 2,50,000 or 60,000 square kilometer area we need to be used for the like production of the solar energy. And after the second research, which is mentioned by the other like researchers, who told like because every day energy needs is growing, so that mentioned about like 5 lakh square kilometer area which we need to use to like fulfill the consumption of the need. So how we should be managed? Like we should put the whole like infrastructure in the Sahara desert. It is not going to be happen. We should be make the small chunks. Like every country should take initiative to build a small solar village, solar city, which is helpful for our need like consumption. So first thing, like Vadla is producing 675 megawatts energy, which is easily fulfill the need of Kolkata. You know the Kolkata is a metropolitan city, and how it is important, a one solar park is easily fulfill the big city need. So if the Indian government take initiative to create like 10, 12 or like 100 solar parks, which is easily covered the whole need of our India. Do you know the last year the data published by our energy department is like around the 2 lakh megawatt needs hits the India, which is all time high. It is not a small need which we are talking about, because India is a second largest like energy consumption country among all over the Asia. So it is quite amazing. If we talk about like who is the highest energy consumption country in the world, I think you know the guys is USA, United States of America, because United States of America using like if we talk about like compared to the India, it's like if Indian people use the like 3 kilowatt energy per day, there is like people using 7 to 800 kilowatts per day energy consumption in USA. This is the vast difference between those countries. So like these kind of the setups need the huge cost. Like if you talk about like the solar village, it is not a day like we can be built in the 5 to 6 years. It is possible, but it's need the like first the high cost. It is very high cost, and it is not like a lifetime you can like build this and you will get the energy for the 100 years. It is not like that, because solar panel have life is around to the 25 years. After that 25 years solar cells are going down and degrade. So this is about like the solar power. So first thing we should be think about the maintenance cost, like distribution cost, and another aspect is geopolitics. No one give the like power to the another country to hold the power consumption. Like you know about the Gulf countries. Gulf countries are playing the game with us. In a crisis, they increase the fuel prices. So how we will give the chances to the another country to play the like power, because power is a power. So we should be save our power and build our this green energy in our country to make our future bright. is a famous quote which is told by anonymous person. It is like that: today resources for the better future. Thank you.
Good morning to all. This is Neha Singh here, and today is the presentation session. And now I would like to talk about tourism. So, well, we all are know about the tourism is a very good industries. Like nowadays, they are developing in a very good way. So it is the country, and in tourism comprise activities of a person who is staying outside of the country and exploring new culture, technologies, and talking about the different qualities of the cities. And they are using some stuffs of the using some imported stuff of the different countries. In tourism, people are visit somewhere almost all over the world and describe the whole country with the beauty. And it's also a good part of recording some videos and using some videos online. So it is a very good way to enhance social media and social media. So the tourism, it is a it is a very good for person for traveling purpose. They are moving our influencer, some of videos influencer are visit somewhere and going doing different things, explore new things, ideas, and using some smartest thing over there. And this is a very good things to adapting new technologies. And in tourism well, we all are go somewhere staying somewhere not more than one consecutive year for their leisure, for their business purpose. People are going somewhere and traveling a lot. And in case people are nowadays people are very getting aware of it and using such kind of technologies which are very good inside the cities. And this is in corona we have faced so many massive loss in corona. In tourism it is also good for earning money, but in corona losing some money while traveling, people do not comfortable to go somewhere. And tourism is also a part of healthy tourism and experiment tourism. People going somewhere using people going somewhere experiment something, it's also a part of tourism. So here is the different kind of the things which are included in tourism. So we have to visit somewhere in a 1 year. If you very fond of the travel, if you are very fond of traveler person, so go somewhere, visit somewhere, explore the culture of the country, and adapt some new ideas and technologies, and talking about those things who are very commonly found nowadays. So these are the things which include in tourism. And we get when we all are want to peace in our life, so go somewhere, use some leave some space. And sorry, I don't know how I can say, but now I quit them.
Okay, you're welcome.
So good morning everyone. As you know that today's presentation session, so my topic is about the director of company and owner of company, and I will discuss about what is the work of that. So suppose I am director of company or owner of company, then my work is that how to manage our company and how to run our company and what to do. From that we will get the increasing of our company and maintenance of our company. Suppose we are producing the things and producing the goods, then in that time how to think that we have to produce that much goods and that much product that the products will be sell in the market. So we have to make the concepts of our mind like that, and that we have to produce the goods. Suppose we are the top level of management and middle level and the middle level of management and lower level of management. The work of uh, top level of management is that he have to order the middle level of management, and middle level of management will be ordered to the lower level of management. Suppose the lower level of management is known as the workers, and the middle level of management is known as the in that the managers and lots of guys over there, and the upper level of management, top level of management is known as the CA, CMA, CS. That will be in that. So suppose we are on lower level management and we have to contact to the top level of management. So we have to go through the process, like we have to inform to the middle level of management, and we have to they will forward to the top level of management. Then we will get the solution of our questions and what we have asked to the middle level of management. Suppose while running the company, we have to not focus on the only middle level of management. We have to focus on lower level of management also, because with the help of lower level of management, we can run our company, because they have to do work, they have to maintain their things, they have lots of pressure according to us, because we have to take the decision and they have to do a work, so they have lots of pressure. So we don't say that while paying the salary and giving the things, we can run our company to with the lower level of management. We have to give a good behavior with them, we have to support them, and we have to talk like our family, that because that is also our family, and we have to take a good workers. Then we have to make one examination also in that, because while they will qualify that exam, then will be perform in good their works, and it will provide good things. So the top level management is that we have to order to the middle level of management, and middle level will be ordered to the lower level of management. Suppose our top management will be good, then our lower level management will be also good, because suppose while we are ordering to the middle level of management, then it will be perform good, and it will be ordered to the lower level of management, it will be also perform good. So we have to focus not only on the middle level and lower level, we have to focus on us, because how we will do good and we will get good. Suppose we will do good, then we will get good also, because we have to perform good in our lines, because we have to suppose one seller then seller man, they have to sell things in their market, then they have to how can they sell? Suppose we go on market and we are going to sell, then I don't know how to sell, but the seller, they know how to sell the things. They have their talking language will be also, their speaking language will be also in that type. They will how they will sell. So that's like also we have to improve our things and improve on us, not only to the our management, and that's all. Thank you.
A warm good morning to everyone. Today's presentation session, and my topic is wonder of science. So, science is blessings to all the human beings. It gives us many wonder things, which is helps our life very easily, and it's made our life more comfortable. So, you know, when we are talking about wonder of science, that first thing is always came in our mind. That is electricity. Electricity is a very important role play in our life. Everybody is do many things, doing work in their office, like computer and agriculture. Everywhere electricity is huge. So it is very important for our life. Transport and communication. It all the thing is very helpful for our life, and we can't imagine our life without science, wonder of science. And when we are talk about computer, so everyone is know about that computer. It is very helpful for our life, and many things is very special in this modern era, so I'm just saying science is blessing to all the human beings, and it's all about from my side. Thank you.
It was really a wonderful session. So big round of applause to everyone. It was really great difficulty for me to judge that who was the best. I have roughly calculated that 5 people were equal, 5 to 6 people on the top. And second, the next were another 5-6 people who are the followers. I congratulate all the participants, but I plan to recognize 3 students only, but because of the tough competition, because of the neck-to-neck competition, everybody needs a little improvement, and everybody is equal. I would like to call 5 participants here on the stage to recognize. Not 5, I would call 6 now, because it is completely, and it would be a little loss. I plan to offer 100 each as a prize of first prize, but I'll give to 6 all of them equal. So put your hands together for first participant who is coming here, Dhananjay. Big round of applause. The second participant, Karuna Nidhi, please come here. Third, Ayush. Please stand here. Amit, Suranjan and Sandeep. And yes, please come here on the stage. So these participants were neck to neck in the competition. 1 marks up and low. It was difficult even for me whether I am doing justice or injustice. The others were also not bad. They are very new and they are in the competition. I hope every regular student should get the prize and should win. It's not partiality that they are winning. They are sincere, they are writing, they are working on their grammar. The people who are not working on the grammar, they are working very much offensive on their accent, tone, confidence and all. Like Dhananjay has little scored low in the grammar, but he spoke wonderfully. The confidence part, the presentation part, he has awesome. Whereas Amit and Sandeep were grammatically sound. Suranjan was bit low in the confidence part, but he was expressing the topic nicely. Overall, I liked the presentation of Karuna Nidhi. She was polite, she was presentable, everything. She lacks more energy, some more good preparations and all, some variation and all, so that she can completely excel and distinguished winner. So nobody was distinguished winner. It was really difficult for me to judge. Almost these people have got marks in 80%, so big round of applause to them. My expectation from every student of PACE is that you must secure 90% of marks in speaking, public speaking, before leaving PACE Institute. Just be regular for 3 months, continuously try every presentation in a different way and try to win. So now I have the cash prize here, so I'll give it to all these participants. You can clap to all of them. Yes. You all are welcome and keep setting examples. This was a wonderful example by you all. Big round of applause again. And thank you all to be here on the Children's Day. Everybody who is sitting here will get some kind of a little snacks. So please come to your seats back. Have a great day. Bye-bye.